So, putting on all the gear here, of course, the first thing we do is check to see if it's all working. And that's always a huge question mark. It sometimes, yeah, one of these days I'm just going to hop on a Bermuda shorts and ride off and get it over with. Nah, I'm not going to do that. At-gat. Okay, let's see if it's working. Okay, we've determined that it's all working. We've connected with the camera. I'm now going to connect my newly installed USB. I always want to say UBS. Don't know why, but hey, that's my issue. And let's see what. All right, we got the little charge sign there. We're charging up. Because doggone it, you never know if the thing is working or not. And with the preview now that shuts down in the later generations, once you start the vlog process, you're not sure how well you're focused on what it is you think your audience would like to see, which could be wrong too. So there's a lot of options to get stuff wrong here. All right, going for a little jaunt. I'm going to shut off for a second until we get rolling. Well, maybe I'm not going to shut off because I can't do it. I'm going to try and adjust that. I'm going to get on the bike. Harder and harder for an old guy, kids. We're using the GoPro 10. Software was just updated. There goes my Dionysi safety jacket. And get that foot on that rear brake. I've said many times, you don't want to try to control your movement with, especially downhill, with the front brake only, because that'll give you some issues. I'm going to go over to what we refer to as our Delphina gate, but they're doing a slurry there on the entryway. I can see the lights still flashing. Now with these gloves on, my issue is, of course, that I cannot, I'm a little limited into my control of the camera, let alone other things. Oh, what's going on at my friend Jay's place? Got some kind of a trailer there. And therefore, you kind of have to take what you have. But let's talk about the weather. Always a popular thing to do. Today is February the 3rd, I do believe. Oh, nope. It's wet. We can't go that way. Okay, we gotta go this way. Which is kind of fun, because I have found that the bike doesn't engage the gate opening mechanism on the other side. Kind of like getting stuck at a signal that doesn't recognize your machine. So we got to go around. But that'll give me a chance to finish my topic of the weather in Southern California. It is February the 2nd or the 3rd, and it is a beautiful, clear, sunny day. We have had, probably about a week of some intermittent rain. Yes, I do know it's San Diego, and that's not supposed to happen, but it did. And a lot of cloud. So I haven't been on the machine for more than a week, really. It's about 10 days, 11 days, 9 days, whatever. So my hips have to get used to the quote-unquote aggressive riding position on the Tuono factory, and further, which is hurting a bit right now. Maybe if I stand up and we leave them. Yeah, maybe. Therefore, you got to familiarize yourself. Now, what I'm doing, I'm going out for a quick little shakedown run because my friend Julio Lopez is coming over. Hurrah! Haven't seen Julio. Well, I've seen him, but I have not had the pleasure of doing a little ride with him for quite a while. And I'm looking forward to that. So I've only got about 20 minutes or so on this run before he is our scheduled meetup time. But that's going to be such a pleasure. So, and I'm not sure we're actually going to go out and ride because Mrs. Cooper has a bunch of things planned for me. Bike's a little cold yet, so it's acting just a trifle choppy. I wish this guy was going left because I am going to be stuck at that gate. I just know it. Will you pick up? Find me. Find me. Oh, here comes a car behind me. That should set it off. Ah, there it goes. Yeah, the joys of motorcycle riding. So we're going to try and do a little quick loop as we wait for Julio and get my riding chops back on. So not all of this will make it on. Some of this will end up on the cutting room floor, to use a Hollywood euphemism. But what I do want to mention is that I just saw motorcycle.com, which is a website that I follow, and in the US I might recommend that you do as well, because it's I think they're pretty informative and pretty good as journalists. And they were doing their 2022, early 2022 tests of motorcycles, shutting her down. And he did a 3 things I like and 3 things I dislike about the Tuono little vlog. There goes a dude, he's showing off. I'm just warming up, as I said. So, I agreed with just about everything he said. A couple of things he said he didn't like, and I think he was really reaching, and he admitted that he was sort of reaching there. But a couple of things he said that he thought were not the greatest on this generation of Tuono. Number one was that it was due for an update, and I kind of thought it had gotten an update with the new suspension control systems and the TFT display, which I thought would qualify as an update. But I think he's talking a little deeper mechanical update, and I'm not sure how far he thinks that update would need to be. Alright, I'm going to wait for the turn signal to self-cancel because I love it. I love that. And he, second, 2 of the 3 that he didn't like, and I can't remember the other one, 2 of the 3 that he didn't like was he felt that the low-speed handling, oh, I do remember the 3rd thing. He felt that the low-speed handling was not as good as it could be, and sort of surprising to me that he said that, because I gotta disagree. I think this thing is, well, coming off of a drop bar sport bike, the low-speed handling on any naked, I suppose, or any high bar bike is actually very good by comparison. But I can trundle along in this thing at very low speeds and feel very comfortable. I don't feel top heavy or anything like that. 3rd thing he said that he did not like about it was the weight, and got to go with him there. 467 pounds is a bit heavy these days, I think, for a machine when you're shooting to get one of this caliber. And I can't disagree with that analysis. I think by all accounts, this is a relatively heavy machine. Nothing in the area of a Harley or anything like that, mind you, but it's heavy. So I'll agree with that one, particularly if you think about what's really interesting. If you think about the Monster. Come on, Gary, spit it out. The Monster is, I believe, under 400 or so pounds. Can we sneak between these two? Yeah, I don't see why not. Is under 400 pounds dry and just over wet. So that's a very lightweight machine, and if you've ever pushed a Monster around or ridden them, one of the things that you really do enjoy is that lightweight. And that was one of the things on the Ducati that was just really awesome. That thing was so lightweight, and it does make a difference in almost every part of the riding experience. Makes quite a difference, I think. So got to go with, I'll guess one. I'm going to say one out of the three of his criticisms on what he thinks could be ultimately improved on these machines. There's that guy. He's wanting to get by. So the other is, for me, I will do, when the time's appropriate, I will do a top 5. I'm going to go 5 likes and dislikes, and I'll do a 5 on this one. But I got to say that so far the dislikes would be really hard to enumerate, because there are darn few dislikes that I would imagine. I do love the gas gauge on this machine, but I'll get to that. I'll get to that top 5 and share that top 5 likes, dislikes, and share that when the time is appropriate. Now I want to do a little equipment summary here, because I'm not going to go through on this time. I'm going to wait right here. See what I mean about that low speed handling? I just don't get that issue. So the other thing to mention is the fact that I still have to do some setup on this machine. I want to customize it to my own riding characteristics. So let's see. And staying with the equipment for a moment, I am wearing the Shoei X14 helmet. I have not yet had a chance to configure that AGV K6 as of yet, which I'll get to. I've got a comms unit I'll put on it. I just did an unboxing thing on that comms unit. It's a Cardo Freecom, which is relatively inexpensive, and I think a great idea on their part. So riding with the Shoei X14 and the Pack-Talk Bold and the GoPro 10 and the GoPro 10 in max view and 2.7K. So those are the parameters I'm using today, and we'll see how it turns out. Just a note on that whole GoPro thing, gosh, I wish that they could preserve that preview or that view, that camera viewpoint, whilst one is on the bike and actually videoing, because there's a little critical part of where you think you're getting the view that people who might watch your video would like to see, and what you actually get. So I'm going to turn it down just a trifle now and try to get a little more in the picture. So my My feeling is that if you like on the motorcycle vlogs, you want a bit of motorcycle in the view forward, because that gives you a sense of being in on the ride, which I think is what people are looking for, and that is what you should strive for. Okay, I'm going to see in a moment here if I can shut the helmet off. We're in third gear at 63 miles an hour, which is breaking the speed limit. Jeez. Breaking the speed limit. And I'm going to see if I can shut the camera off at the first opportunity. I'm going to use the manual control on the top of the camera. In the meantime, we'll just do a bit of a ride as we head out over the top of the hill to the coast here. But needing to get back pretty soon to meet up with Julio. Talk to you later.